Hello and welcome back to another episode of Syken Plays. Today we're continuing with our Warlock, Syken Burns, where we are playing World of Warcraft Hardcore on the official servers, Stitches, and trying not to die. So we're back in our old location, Westring, where we are trying to get a couple of quests done, really. So for starters, we want to get a handful of oats, and then we're going to take up the gnolls, as well as a few more defiers enemies. So in terms of just overall stuff, still rocking a very solid setup. We've got a couple of nice herbs collected. So from that standpoint on, looking, it actually works relatively well. What isn't working so well yet is finding the, what was it? Oats. Yeah, 5 out of 8. I'm collecting them, or trying to collect them, since quite a while already. But hopefully we're going to be done with that soon. So I stored all of our magical items in the bank so far, so that actually works quite well. And us being level 14 also means that corruption is finally an instant cast. It's going to be such a huge quality of life improvement for us. It's unbelievable. Let's see, do we have any packs of grain here? Yeah, so there is a sack of oat.
I'm out of range.
Are you kidding me? Another one of these guys.
That spell isn't ready yet. I'm still recharging.
Good. Let's first of all deal with the Defias smuggler. Then we're dotting up this watcher. And are getting some help from that friendly neighborhood mage here. Okay, so far so good. Really? Another trapper. Come on.
Enough mana.
Good. Luckily dots are killing them quite quickly. Okay, so finally we get our sack of oats. You see just how contested these things are? Unbelievable. So many people needed to die for a handful of oats. I hope it was worth it. These must be the best oats, or people are starving in the lands here, and that everybody is fighting for them. It's unbelievable.
It's too far away. That spell isn't ready yet.
These watchers are super annoying. Harvester just never stops. They are not fearable, but they give us ochre. Unfortunately, that's not oaks. Anyways, I'll try to get the last oaks so that we can finally move on to the gnolls. You can see just how it's fight after fight after fight until I'm finally getting the couple of sacks here. Good. That was the last pack of oats. Holy smokes. No one wants to give in and get their favorite breakfast stone, apparently. Anyways, next up, we're going to get Gnoll Paws. I'm also trying to raise herbalism simply because I think that that will be important to get our frost oil sooner than later. At the moment we're still kind of behind the curve. We also need to collect linen cloth and other stuff. Haven't had the money yet to upgrade bandages to the higher level. But I bought a 10 slot backpack, an 8 slot backpack, sorry. Can't afford the 10 slotters. Let's start with the gnolls. Camp of 3, not necessarily what I would want to start with, to be entirely fair. Let's see if we can split them up somehow. I know that one of them was wandering, so if that is the case, it'll be a great time to wander out now. Thank you.
I need to get closer.
Good. We're going to start with that scout, pulling him back.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Very good. Well, at the end it's still a triplet pack, or triplet pull.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Void Walker still looks healthy enough.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
And there we go. 3 down. Warlocks are really, really strong. Say what you want, but I wasn't even buffed or anything. So, we got ourselves a shield. That will go a long way when we're trying to disenchant. Like I said, I put all of the potential disenchantable objects in the bank for now. And we might need to buy a little bit extra bank space, but I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible. In terms of just cleaning the area here,
Cast that yet.
I don't want any runner that the Void Walkers may be chasing to unfortunately run into something, so I'll just clean everything. Those gnolls come in entire camps. As you can see, there are also quite a few just patrols running around.
That's still recharging.
But if we start pulling these guys, we should be okay. Good. That other gnoll is running around.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Should be coming around here anytime soon. And then we'll just catch them. Pack of 3 over there.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Pulling the scout out. There you go. Easy peasy. This guy is alone now.
I'm out of range. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
And I think we're going to fast forward after that one, because that's essentially how I will deal with most of them. Just trying to solidly pull them out without getting too much attention from the rest.
Can't cast that yet.
So fast forward for you. Alright, after quite a bit of grinding, we're done. The gnolls are down and we are safe. That was a lot of farming, man. I would say, for my own sanity, let's trade in for now, because we have, again, absolutely full backpacks, which isn't a great sign, and I'm already down to 2 shards. And as you can see, we're keep getting ambushed. Just on our way back, I had multiple times where I fought 4 enemies. Luckily the Warlock is such a robust class, where all of this essentially is possible and you don't just need to run. Okay, let's try it again. We're on our way back. I think we're going to go to here, Padding Westfall, then the poor old Balachi, and then we're going to do the Forgotten Heirloom. And after all that is done, then we're going to go to the Defias Scouts and are going to fight against them. Plus, to be fair, maybe, just maybe, I should get new skills, because I'm now level 14 and I think I haven't been buying skills since quite some time. Got enough gold or silver to be precise. Also need to unload a couple of green items, so I think the most sensible course of action, and I need to upgrade first aid, so I think the most sensible course of action to not overstay our welcome is go here, go there, and then fly back to Stormwind. Maybe even just go here, fly back to Stormwind, come back, trade in, and go there. I think that's what we're going to do. Also need to train a bit of alchemy. As you can see, we have plenty of herbs with us, and a few of them are actually not too bad. I mean, minor defense is great. The strength doesn't really do us any good, but yeah, the rest is really not bad. And I think since we're skilling out of herbalism at some point, might as well want to build up a stack of potions whilst we still can, because that stuff is going to stay on us for a while, until after we are respecking, when we can't really make the potions anymore.
See you around. See you later.
Very good. Brace of the people.
Well met. Be careful, for the Alliance.
And now is a good time to fly back. Level 14, just getting new stuff. Alright, we are back after buying a couple of skills. And boy, that's the first time ever that I am too broke to even afford proper skills. Unbelievable. I was barely able to purchase the skills. So here's the ordeal, right? We got upgrades for most of the skills, so it was absolutely necessary to go to a vendor. At the same time, boy, it cost us everything. The Thanos meme, and what did it cost you? Everything. And that is so true. We've been completely broke. I needed to sell the last bits and pieces just to make ends meet and get the skills that we wanted, and that's about it. I couldn't even afford all of the pet skills without getting proper sale prices from the magic weapons that we're finding, and needing to buy books. We're just in a tough spot. We are just in a tough spot. It is what it is. So with that off my chest, things are still good. I don't mind the situation. We just need to find a rich sugar daddy, and that will be the next dungeon that we're doing. That will hopefully propel us out of our poverty here. Plus, to be fair, Warlocks get their steed at level 40 more or less for free, so that should not be an issue as well. Cool. So now that I told you about my in-game monetary issues, let's talk about the good parts, some of which are alchemy over 40, herbalism over 40, that is already good. First aid, couldn't afford to upgrade, so it's currently nowhere upgradable. And we got a couple of other skills, one of which is drain life. So no longer do we need to just sit idle and accept that we're being hit, but we can now also drain life off of targets that are coming a bit too close of us. And once I am high enough to get the Dusk Devils, so say level 18, you can rest assured that we are going to roam through these lands and are going to farm Dusk Devils. Alright, so next quest is going to be up here, the Forgotten Heirloom. I think we're just getting one more shard and then we should be fine. Are we good? 4 shards? That looks palatable, right? Good. Cool. Let me get up there and fast forward for you.
Day to you.
So firstly, we're handing in the oats, which gives us a 4-slot backpack. Please behave. That's the smallest backpack ever, but it is a start. I suppose I shouldn't make fun of it. Good. Secondly, we're going to get into the middle of this huge red area where apparently everybody is dying, and we're going to take the Pocket Watch out of there before we're then being forced to move down here and get a couple of the Defias Brotherhoods down. That'll be a tough challenge as well. And I also get the sensation that we're not going to be able to do this entire area in just one go. So it's either Loch Modan or we're doing the Night Elf area again. I'm almost leaning towards Night Elf. Because I really did not like Loch Modan, and the Night Elf area had a couple of really neat quests in them, so I might want to do that. Or what are we looking at? Level 15, 14. Listen, if we could get another level or two here, we might transition all the way over there. Red Ridge Mountains, because we've skipped that the last time completely. And I think that would be cool to see a little bit of new content. Alright, easy. Good, we need to get inside of the house.
That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet.
Oh yeah, the Shadow Bolt, the new Shadow Bolt hits very, very hard. That's nice.
I need to get closer.
Let's pull this guy here out. And the dots alone are already getting him. My ray shield is on cooldown, so let's not get netted now. And we're fighting against 2 in there. Should be not a problem.
I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging.
Oh, Benny Blanco. Okay, well, this guy hits hard. Hits very hard. He is essentially one of the most dangerous mobs for his very level.
I'm out of range.
So we don't want to tank him. Benny Blanco is responsible. He's potentially the number one. He's the 99th deadliest monster in all of Azeroth, and that has to say something, because it's first of all, half of the player population is or was Horde originally. Now it is no longer, but used to be Horde. And secondly, he's relatively high. Well, he hits like a truck, as you might have seen. So before I feared him, we were already down to like, what, 50% of our health. Benny, the infamous Benny Blanco. He was responsible for, or is partly responsible for, all of the kills here. That's why this is complete sea of red. But just like Hogger, he was biting the dust. Couldn't work against our fear. Such a strong crowd control, by the way. In a sense, if you do have enough room, it is stronger than polymorph, because you can damage the enemy whilst fearing. Yes, it can break, but I mean, you have seen just how much dot damage you can get through. And then you're essentially just re-fearing. There's no real diminishing return onto it. Unlike stun and other like hard CC, where there is diminishing return. Never noticed that fear or polymorph in that regard would ever have a problem with diminishing returns. Okay, let's get to the quest straight in and take it from there. Cool, here is your little trinket. Benny was responsible for taking it. We got some milk as a thank you, and fresh bread, which heals just as much as the red kebab. Which brings us to the question, why would we need red kebab if we have fresh milk? Fresh bread and milk, that's just a nice combination. And it fits the theme of a small evil warlock perfect. Imagine the most evil of all caster, and then his dietary restrictions are he wants milk and a bread. That character is funny. Alright, we're going all the way down here. People's Militia is our next big quest. And I think that will also for now be the last one. Not sure if we make it all the way to level 15. But if we do, there's a good chance that we could go to Red Ridge and just do a couple of quests here, really. I see no harm in that. Last time I skipped the area altogether. And why would I? Dustwood is still a little bit too high a level. That's more in the 20s. But we're totally fine with Red Ridge. Alright, so I remember this area, and specifically the mages here, which can be quite level. Let's just clear it a little bit. That's always some of the first things that I'm doing. Make sure that none of the wildlife adds when you least expect it. It's good experience on top of it, but it's absolutely necessary. So, Defias Pillager. These guys are crazy. Fireball, right? Second deadliest in Westfall. And I think the Trappers are the most deadly in Westfall. So, let's see how this one is going to play out.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Pet takes a bit of aggro.
I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging. My mana is up.
Very good. So we can handle 2, although the nuking, if it's 2 of the pillagers, it's definitely the Void Walker who needs to take the bigger brunt of the damage.
I can't pass that yet.
Let's heat up and make sure that we're going to be okay. We're trying a new tactic, send Void Walker in first, so that we're making sure that the Void Walker takes aggro.
That's still recharging.
Don't have Curse of Tongues yet, so it's not an option. But yeah, they are nuking for over 60. That's more than my Shadow Bolt is doing. They don't have a lot of hit points themselves. But yeah, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind why these guys are the second most deadly in the entirety here. Of the in the entirety of the zone.
It's too far away. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't pass that yet.
Good, we're being in a very impolite way being asked to help. I need help, bro, with this guy. Not all caps. Hello there. How may I help?
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging.
Wow, our Void Walk is almost down. These guys are crazy in terms of their damage output. Unbelievable. Elite mob somewhere. And we get in a nice little thank you, bro. It's the friendly bro rogue.
That's still recharging.
Alright, everybody hates the Defias pillagers.
I can't pass that yet.
You shouldn't be standing inside here because it's actually relatively dangerous to do that. I remember how I played a lot of line of sight games with these guys. No one inside? No.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't pass.
It's crazy. Look, even if we're completely dotting him, right? He still deals around 30% of damage to our Void Walker, and he dies super fast. So despite their almost non-existing HP, their damage output is severe. Rather severe.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
So imagine having one of them as an ad. Good. I'll do the rest here myself For now I think we're fine. I'll just circle around the edges like I did it beforehand. Okay, so that quest is 30 kills of Defiers. Which is quite a bit. We just need one more pillager and we're good. Druid comes here. The guy is currently on the way to a dungeon, I would assume. Good, and that's the last kill we need. So afterwards we're going to get out of here. I'm not going to fear this guy.
I can't cast that yet.
Wow. Okay, and of course we're triggering another pillager. And of course they nuke hard. That was a crit for 80. Whew. Gosh, well, at least we leveled, which is great. Increases your total stamina by 3%, thank you. Adds more hit points right there. We're going to use the shard immediately to get a Void Walker again. And we have a simple compass that we need to find right over here. I can only imagine, since there is another huge red dot, that the simple compass is not simply lying on the ground, but instead will be again protected by the Defiers Brotherhood. Oh, I want to kill the Dust Devils so bad. They do have magic dust, which will be a great help for us when we're leveling further. For now, level 15, that's good. We're continuing with Demonic Embrace. Just if we're getting 15% stamina, that would be awesome. Okay, let's see. Can we sneak our way through this? Potentially not, so I'll just pull and move here. Like I said, I'm always a big fan of just clearing the areas. Specifically for these guys here. Ah, we can't life leech. Okay. They are immune against almost all of our tactics. Good. So what we're looking for seems to be in and around here. Ouch, that's a lot of enemies. Let's start with the pillager. I don't want to be the target of their fireballs, so Void Walker goes in first. Very good. That solves problem number 1. Now problem number 2 is this house is absolutely filled with Defiers Brotherhood, which means we need to clear this area. And by clearing I mean deep clean it. There shouldn't be anyone standing here. Alright, pretty sure it is right over there. Got a looter and another looter. And I think we're just going to pull them back a little bit.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
One looter will be moving into Pat. The other one takes a walk in the park. Also we take care of his friend. Hopefully it doesn't trigger others.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Always check your surroundings. Easy to aggro additional stuff if you're not careful. Good. Next up, I'm going to take the single here. And then it's maybe a triplet.
Inventory is full.
Alright, too bad. Inventory indeed is full. That's our biggest problem, man. The inventory space. Need to get bigger bags very, very soon. We need to get the caster first. Good. Moving in.
I need to get closer.
You take a nice little walk.
That's better.
That might be run,
That's still recharging.
depending on if we trigger additional guys over here. Void Walker at 20.
That's still recharging.
Health's funneling. Life draining. Comes back and we trigger, so yeah, we're out. We got 2 down, which is okay for the first pull. Now it is simply a matter of running them off and getting the last guy. It's all about knowing how these guys are leashing, when they're leashing, and when they are going to unleash. Yeah, I would have been able to do that triplet fight, but only if there wouldn't have been like that other
It's too far away.
pack of 2.
I need to get closer.
50 herbalism, we should be there almost. Good, no one spawned here, that's good.
I can't pass that yet.
That's our target, by the way. Okay. There's the compass. And we triggered unnecessarily.
That's still recharging.
Good. I think we can move back. Is there any other item that we would need to get? Potentially not. Okay, so I'll be moving back. Fast forward for you guys. Good. Well, that wasn't even the final stage of the Defiance Pillager. I think that was just the main quest line. But I believe there's another follow-up step which is above our pay grade at the moment.
Be careful.
Yeah, it's a bit above our pay grade because those guys are underground. We'll get there when we're a little bit higher. What I will say is we can now trade in the Humble Beginnings. That is the 2 items that we just recovered. Should be easy enough for us to do that. And then we're moving to Red Ridge.
See you later.
By thinking about the episode length, I believe this is a really good moment in time to end the episode, because next time we will go to Red Ridge, most likely, unless something spontaneously comes up. So we're trading it in, and we're just doing a few minor upgrades. We got some money, so maybe I can buy a skill or two. Gotta be careful though to not spend too much money. We're on our way to level 16, and keep in mind that will be new skills already. So until then, thank you so much for watching. It has been a pleasure so far, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.